You're listening to Quantum Revenue Expansion with your host, Ursula Menchez. Let's go.
From an energetics of abundance perspective, how important is it to have what we talk about here and at the CEO table, an expanded revenue container, so to speak?
Yeah.
And why is that important?
I would say it's critical because, so first of all, the way I don't think I could do it without it. And that's why I love being at the CEO table, because it helps, expand. We expand for the whole group instead of just yourself anymore. And between you and Rebecca, help it expand. So it just holds it bigger. But what it does, it's like this, it's like telling the universe, it's like putting out this great big dish that you tell the universe, I'm worthy, and this is how much I want. And it's like this bigger. And for me, if you don't have that, you're not giving the universe the signal you want. And I realize, like you said, I probably have done that all along on a more unconscious level. I wasn't aware that I was doing it that way, but I was, because it kept growing and expanding. And for me, the other piece that's important in it all is that people try and create abundance when they're in lack. And when you're in lack, you're generally in a low vibration. You're in either fear or stress, or I'm not good enough, or all of those issues that come up for people. And when you're in lack, it's almost impossible to create abundance because on an energetic level, because energetically you're not holding enough light. You're not holding a high enough frequency to create it. And so what happens is the universe shows you exactly where you are energetically. It shows you more lack. So it becomes this really awful cycle for people. And but the other thing happens, the cycle goes the other way, that as you move into the energetics of more abundance, it expands, and the universe keeps showing you, well, here's what abundance looks like. Here's what it looks like. Oh, and here's more of what it looks like. So for me, one of the things I learned that I would share with people is that you can't create abundance when you're in fear or lack. It has to come. The easiest place that it comes from is from joy and excitement and love and happiness. Like, so when you're happy and you're excited and you're not attached to what's the outcome is, then it comes way easier.
Yeah.
Way easier.
Let's talk about that for a second, because I want to tie this to your top 2 tips for busting through an income ceiling, because it feels like this ties in. But I can imagine some people might be listening right now going, oh, it's easy for you to say, right? Or it's easy for me to say, because we're not in scarcity and lack in this moment, but we have been. I know we both have been.
Oh yeah, I have been.
Right?
Yeah.
So if for those who are listening, if they're in fear or scarcity, especially right now, it's a crazy time on the planet. What's your best advice for not only moving out of that feeling and that frequency, but also for busting through an income ceiling?
So I think the 2 things I would say, because I really, thought about this. And the first thing I would say to people is clear your energetic blocks, because a lot of stuff around money is subconscious. Like, there are certain things we all know, you have to work hard for your money, all these stories that are untrue. But most of us, from our family and our culture and our experience this lifetime and other lifetimes, have all kinds of subconscious beliefs around money. So find someone that can help you clear those, okay? Because that's a really important piece. And then I think, when I really thought about this, what else would I tell people? I would say dream in the next level. So if this is where you are and this is your money and, what you're earning and what you're wanting, set your dreams way higher. And, like you've talked about, money loves a plan. I love that. And my husband and I do that now. We have our dreaming and creation journal. And we talk about, okay, so when we go to this is what we want to do. And this is how we want to spend the money. And this is what our life looks like. So I know that dreaming at that next level, whatever the next level for you is, really helps. And then you move into, to me, the other piece with that is that you have to be grateful. Because for me, gratitude changes everything. So I'm always grateful, and I do a gratitude journal every day, and I'm always grateful for whatever's in my bank account. It's not about whether it's $1 or $1 million. It's that there is something there. I'm grateful for my health. I'm grateful when it's a sunny day. Like I'm really about gratitude, and that puts your energy in a higher place. So it's easier to create. And it sounds kind of woo-woo, but it really works. The more, because people who are in lack and fear all the time aren't in gratitude. And so it makes it harder to do, right? Because you're not dreaming in those levels. You're not thankful for what you have already.
Thank you for joining us today. And if you are ready to make your next quantum leap, let's do it. Ursula invites you to join us at the 2X Intensive. Go to salescoachnow.com/apply. Don't forget to leave us a review on your favorite podcast app.